Joyce.
Yes.
Am I disturbing you right now?
I'm finished.
Finished doing what?
I was hitting my dad back.
I was going to ask you what you thought of that TV show, The Mandolorian.
The Mandolorian, I pretty well enjoyed it. I liked the characters.
We finished watching it yesterday. That was yesterday, right?
Was it? No? I think it was earlier than yesterday.
This coronavirus makes you feel like the days of the week don't matter so much.
It's all spun together.
So, like, I don't even know what to expect when the show started. I heard from people that it was better than most other Star Wars things that have come out recently. And I knew it was about a guy who was like Boba Fett, but not Boba Fett. And that was all I knew about it.
In the show.
Your question is, who on The Mandalorian is like Boba Fett?
Who's Boba Fett anyway? I thought Boba Fett was that weird. Oh no, that's
my girl. That's my girl.
I thought I got him confused. I thought it was the one you keep saying you're gonna get a tattoo of.
Oh no, that's Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
That I want the tattoo of.
No.
Talking to you, Mike Prevost. I was serious about that.
Nope.
I thought of somebody else I was gonna get too, another character that was kind of like Jar Jar Binks.
So back to what you said. I don't know who Boba Fett is.
Boba Fett is the guy. He's in the older movies. In Empire Strikes Back, I believe he's the guy that.
Who plays him?
He's a fucking guy in a helmet. Nobody knows who plays him.
So nobody famous plays him?
No, he's like the guy who was in the C3PO suit. Like, you know, dorks might know who he is, but normal people don't know.
He was in the C3PO outfit. Isn't he C3PO?
What business do we have even talking about this show?
I think it's probably better that someone like me reviews this show.
Well, what I like, you know, we were talking a little bit before we recorded this video and kind of comparing it to Picard, the Star Trek series. And one thing I said that I liked about The Mandalorian is that, you know, there was like a theme and kind of like a story that went along the whole season, but the episodes were fairly standalone, more so than Picard and more so than most contemporary TV shows, I feel like, in this modern age. Would you say the same?
I would agree.
Do you like it that way, baby?
I don't have to have that. I can be fine with the show leading towards an end if it is all cohesive and keeps me wanting to see more. If the plots are good, the characters are good, I don't mind that. It doesn't have to be a standalone episode every time for me.
See, I like sitcom style. You know, maybe there's some shit that goes on, but for the most part, you know, guy loses his car keys, kid drives the car through the kitchen wall, things like that, you know, and then the next episode, something completely different.
Right. I can go either way. I enjoyed this. I thought this was way better than Picard.
It was way better, dude, but let's talk about Picard. Mandalorian is its own thing.
We can do a double review right here.
I don't even want to review Picard.
Two birds, man. I had no idea really what The Mandalorian was. I am not a huge fan.
You're not familiar with the lore.
I mean, I was literally just getting ready to mix up Star Wars and Star Trek because I don't even know.
I do that all the time.
Which one it goes with.
Ain't no shame in this game.
So that's why I was slowly thinking about what I was going to say. But I didn't have any idea what this was about. I didn't even know that this was the show that had Baby Yoda. and I keep seeing those memes everywhere. I had no idea that it was this show until we started watching it. And
Do you
I was
think
like,
that?
oh.
Do you think that Baby Yoda is actually just a shaved Mogwai?
I mean, yeah, he kind of resembles that, but he's super cute. I did like Baby Yoda.
Super cute
He's
alien.
super cute. Yeah, little Yoda toddler.
So exciting when you see him use the powers. So now we know
right.
that Yoda didn't even have to train to use the Force.
And then he sits on his little toddler butt when he does his power. He gets worn out, and then he's like, boop.
It was so cute. He needed a little nappy poo after strangling the guy or whatever he did.
Yeah, I liked the characters in this show much more than I like. Sorry again, but in Picard I didn't really.
Good to see Carl Weathers back at work.
I really liked the Mandolorian character, and I thought that was pretty impressive considering he wears a mask the whole time. I really liked the female character. She wasn't your typical skinny, like annoying character.
Right, she looked like Dave Presnell's ex. From years ago.
She straight up looked like she was about to kick some ass and take names, and so I liked that in a role. I liked her character.
Yeah, she was believable as a badass. You know, like maybe a step up from that woman in The Hunt from Mississippi that shoots everybody single-handedly. Although that lady was a boss-ass bitch, but this lady looked like she could punch through your stomach and then her fist would come out your back.
Yeah.
And then she could break your goddamn spine.
I was like, is China still working? But I liked the three main characters, so I find that a lot of TV shows
Good to see Nick Nolte back.
Liked his character as well, till he died.
We didn't like to see him die.
Yeah.
Why'd he have to go?
That was a great role for him, though. He should do more voice acting. He probably does a little bit.
He does got a bit of an iconic voice.
Yeah, but it's it would be good for a lot of different cartoon characters and.
Good to see Reverend Sharpton back as the the main the main bad guy there.
I feel like Reverend Al Sharpton would have done a better. I mean, I can't say that the guy did a bad job. I just feel like it wasn't cast well. He was my least favorite, I think. I just didn't feel like he felt menacing at all.
And what was up with his lightsaber? Was it like some kind of silver lightsaber?
Right, at the end, it was blue. It was giving off a blue hue. At the end of the show, he ends up with a lifesaver, which what makes him a Jedi.
Yeah, he cuts himself out of that TIE fighter with his lightsaber, and I was like, oh, what? I was like, what?
Sort of makes the connection as to why he is so interested in Baby Yoda. So, because he is a Jedi, so he knows something about that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You were fucking smart.
That's why you keep me around.
Smart as hell.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see more of that next season.
So, Reverend Al Sharpton is like a Sith Lord, I guess that would make him. Isn't that what the bad Jedi are called? Sith.
I am going to defer to you on that. I think so.
Pretty sure. Make a comment if I'm completely wrong.
Comment below.
At first I was skeptical because I was just like, I'd heard it. I realize we're behind the curve on watching The Mandalorian. Most people saw it months ago, I think.
Right.
If not years ago.
Did it come out last year? Maybe it's almost time for season 2.
Maybe. That is how we tend to do things.
Wait, is this Star Wars or Star Trek? This is Star Trek. No,
this is Star Wars.
This is Star Wars. Sorry. Yeah, this is Star Wars.
It's
a spin-off.
It's a spin-off of the Orville.
I liked the Orville. I get confused about the Orville and actual Star Trek a lot.
Yeah, especially if you go back to those old TNG episodes that they seem to have lifted half of their plots out of.
But I find I remember the Orville, I remember those scenes and characters more than Star Wars.
What a good show.
So it makes me think that's actually, I kind of think that might be a better show.
Oh, the Orville?
Yeah.
Dude, when we were watching the Orville and we actually caught up to the point where they were still releasing episodes, I was like, oh good, the new episode's up. Yeah,
so I think, I don't know how I got to this, but the Orville is a a better show probably than Star Trek, even though it's kind of making fun of it. It's pretty good, and it's funny. And I related to the characters more.
Remember when that dude was smoking a cigarette on the bridge of the Orville?
Yeah, I liked when...
that might have been my favorite scene of the whole show.
I liked when the one guy gave birth, and he had to sit on the egg.
Yeah, same dude.
His character was pretty hilarious.
Great character.
What's his name?
Fuck, if you wouldn't have asked me, I would have said it. You know? There's that, in some languages, they have a word for a concept that disappears as soon as you grab for it. Fuck,
It's on the tip of your tongue.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, back to the Mandalorian. It was alright. It was alright. It was good. Anyway, before we got way off track, I was going to say that people were like, oh, it's good. It's actually better than most Star Wars things that have come out in the last 20 years. And I was like, man, it's just because, it's a Boba Fett looking guy. And they put fucking Baby Yoda in it. And people were like, oh my god, Baby Yoda. And I just kind of thought that, it was just stupid people being like, I'll like anything with Boba Fett and Baby Yoda. But no, the show actually has some meat to it. It's alright. How'd you feel?
Yeah, I liked it, and I have watched Star Wars movies, and I typically don't think they're very good, and this I thought was pretty well done. I liked it.
So, if you had to choose between Star Wars Mandalorian Season 2, The Orville Season 3, or Star Slammer, the movie, which one are you going for?
Actually, probably the Orville, yeah. I've been looking forward to that coming back.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Orville, then Star Slammer.
What?
Yeah, the movie looks like it's the shit. I've never seen it.
I'm still excited for Season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I was going to say, not to take anything away from The Mandalorian. It was decent, but I'm going with Star Slammer. He said Star Slammer too. He's like he's like our show's Baby Yoda now.
This is Isaac.
Isaac the dog. We finally have a name.
From the Orville.
Thank you for watching. Comment and tell us that we don't know anything about Star Wars or the Orville. Thank you.